Hello everyone and welcome to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are working on our Clue 3 of our Wild West. This is our Cotton Cuts Fall 2024 quilt. I am doing the small and I am doing my quilt in the Dusty Rose colorway. So we are going to be making, it looks like, 4 of the same blocks. So let me just get right on into it. I did prepay for this box, so all of my clues I print out myself. And if you pay monthly, you will receive a package in the mail. It's a little brown envelope. So you will get that each month. And I can tell you when they ship. This one shipped on the 6th. So everyone should have received their clue this week. The next one that comes out, I say the 6th, September 27th. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the other one. I'm thinking of the Tree of Life. This one mailed out on the 27th. The next one will mail out on October 25th. So the first thing that we are doing, I do keep this here has your colors on the back, and it has them all listed like A, B, C, D, E, F, and binding. I keep this out because our pattern gives us what the letter is. This block only uses 4 of the colors. So we are going to be making 8 of the first one. So I'm making sure I've got 8. Yes, I do. So we are using our C and our E. Y'all, look at this beautiful E. Look at that. It's got a rose on it. What we are doing is just sewing the 2 of those together into half square triangles. And we're making 8. But it does tell us that we will set aside 4 of them for step 3. And what I'm doing is just making sure I have right sides together and got my seams lined up. And maybe this will be a quick clue for us. My clue came in the Friday that my sister and I headed out to Jefferson, Texas. And I am just now getting to it. So I've had the clue right at a week. And it's just taken us a little time to get there. But you know, the point is just getting there. Don't matter when you get there, just get there. So friends, if you are new here, welcome. I do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to sew along with me. If you are doing cotton cuts, or if you don't know about cotton cuts, I will have their link down in the description for you if you would like to check it out. The Puzzle Mystery Quilt. I think they have probably more than 2 a year. Right now, let's see. I did a fall, a spring, and a fall. And I think they have something that goes on during the summertime. I think they did a USA quilt this year. I'm not real sure. I only do the 2, the fall and spring Puzzle Mystery Quilt. How the Puzzle Mystery Quilt works is if you paid your box in full, you will get the whole box of fabric like this. You'll get your whole box. And it comes with your clues individually wrapped or packaged up. And on the mail date, they will release your pattern in what they call the vault or something like that. It's you can access it online in your account. But they call it a Clue Vault or something like that. I can't recall. But you have access to it there. You can print it from there. You always have your colorway card on your account where you can print it, and that is so good because sometimes you may lose this. I keep mine with my box. Now, I have done, when I did the carnival and the Tree of Life, the carnival I did was a small quilt, and y'all, it is perfect size. It is not too small for a lap quilt. I did the small for the carnival, and for the Tree of Life, I'm doing the large, and I pay that one monthly. And being that I pay that monthly, I get my clues monthly. And I just paid this one all up front, and I'm doing the small on it because, like I said, the small was big enough. And I'm really not sure what that large is going to look like. I think I got the border kit with the large, so it's probably going to be really large. But that's okay, because I like to see, you know, what size they come out as. And you can give me a measurement, but that doesn't mean anything really to me until I see it. And I can say, oh yeah, that's how big that is. Now, I almost have all 8 of these done. And once I get these done, I'll see if I need to go ahead and press them or not. I try not to have to press until I actually have to. I guess I need to see what my next step is. Step 2, I will need to press 4 of them out. So I'll be right back after I get all of these pressed, and I'll start the next step. So we have our 4 half square triangles completed, and now what we do is take our half square triangle and attach it to our rectangle. Now we only need 4 of these. So I am just going to pull out 4 of these rectangles. And we have to make sure our placement is correct as well. But here we'll do 4 of this unit. Let's see if we can get that to go on through. Sometimes it takes just a second for that seam to get up under there and going. But once you get that first one going, it does make it a lot easier. And everything is sewn on 1/4 of an inch. So, I mean, no surprises on the seams here. It's all at 1/4 of an inch. I believe they do say, well, it says press in the direction. Well, I didn't press in the direction of the arrows. On this one, I pressed to my darker fabric. So, I may have problems with that, but hope not. I'll make sure to press everything else in the direction of the arrows, though. Because sometimes I miss that. I get so used to pressing to the dark side that I forget I've got to do arrows. So we are working, once again, we're working on clue 3 of the Wild West. It's Cotton Cuts 2024 Fall Puzzle Mystery Quilt. Now we will use the second set of 4, and we're going to turn them the opposite direction. So we will have 8 rectangle half square triangle sets. And we'll see what kind of time we're making here in just a little bit, because we're still only on step 2, so that's really not a determining factor yet if we're making good time or not. But once we have this done, we will have made 16 separate steps. We will have made 8 half square triangles, and then we will have made 8 half square triangle rectangle units. You guys, I saw something, Cotton Cuts had something come on across Facebook while I was at work today. I didn't get to see whatever it was. I hate that I miss out on so much that comes across during the day, so many lives that come through. I just miss them because I'm at work. Every now and then, if they come across while I'm able to be on a lunch break, that works. So guys, what I'm going to do is press these. I'm going to trim them apart and press them, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we have our 2 sets of 4 here. Let's see what our next step is going to be. Probably putting them 2 together, I wonder. No, okay. Well, this is a different block. This is going to be interesting to do. It looks like we have 3 flying geese that go together. So now we take 12 of our D triangles and 24 of our B triangles, and we make flying geese. So I'm just going to get into making these. So I am going to make my flying geese starting on the left side. And once I get the left side done, I will press, and then I will do the right side. And guys, I'm checking the time out here, and we are making pretty good time. We have only been sewing, looks like around 24 minutes. That's not bad, guys. So we are just going to keep on working on the left side of these triangles. And I hope you guys, this is Friday when you are seeing this. So I was hoping to have a finishing Friday for you guys, but I didn't get to do it. I may do a finishing Friday where I'm doing nothing but trimming down my quilts and sewing my bindings together, you know, my binding strips. I may do a day just like that because I'm getting a stack of quilts that I need to get done. And I know I tell y'all in my updates all the time, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and literally I've only gotten 1 quilt quilted and bound. And I have several. I have a Craftsman, I have the pressed flowers, I have my Silverstone. I have those 3 are already quilted. I carried those to the long arm to be quilted. But I think I'm going to do something a little different with my grandma's scrap quilt. I'm looking at a different technique. Now, it is not a new technique. It is not, I mean, it's a very old technique. But I'm wanting to do my grandma's scrap quilt in a different technique. So I will bring you guys along for that because I know that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it anyway, but I need to be able to get a large enough area to do it because I'll have to stretch my batting and all that out. I'll have to have my sandwich completely flat. Okay, guys, it looks like I'm going to have to add a bobbin here. Let me check my bobbin real quick. Looks like my bobbin had about an inch left. Okay, well, we had to do a bobbin change there real quick, but we're still making good time, y'all. Still making good time. We are making our 12 flying geese right now. I think I've got 4 started. I'm not going to say done until I get that second side on it. Got the one side on 4 of them. Before we know it, we are going to have clue 3 done in a jiffy. I just keep all of my fabrics laid over here to the side so they're real close, and I keep my color chart right next to them, so if I forget which ones I should be using, which it's hard to do on this because I'm only using 2 fabrics and I'm doing 12 of them. So 12 should be very hard to forget which ones I should be using. And y'all, I have been looking at some beautiful quilt books, but I know I'm not going to be buying any no time soon. I've got quite a few quilts on my board to get done. I want to get my clues done for my puzzle mystery quilt. I have this one. I'm pretty certain I already got my Tree of Life done. But I really love the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilts. Because seriously, y'all, all the guesswork is taken out of it for you. All you have to do is pick a color. And they give you plenty of colors to pick from. I mean, there's something for everybody. And I love at the end seeing everyone's colorways put together, because just changing the color makes it look completely different. Now, the Carnival was the very first puzzle mystery quilt that I did. If y'all are interested in seeing that, I can try to link it. I really don't know how to link videos, you know, across the top like some people do. I don't know how to do that. But I can see if I can attach it at the end. If you want to watch it, I can have it at the end for you. But that thing is beautiful. I have it on my quilt ladder in my living room. Wait, is it on? No, it is not on the quilt ladder. It is on, I have a quilt ladder and a quilt rack in my living room that I have all my quilts on right now. Well, not, some of them are boxed down because some of them are seasonal. Like I have a 4th of July one that is boxed up already. And I will be doing probably a trunk show at the very end of the year, showing all of my 2024 completed projects, y'all. I did not know how much I had gotten done already this year. It has been quite a good bit. I was hoping to get like a project done every week, but I started doing my Smash the Stash and doing a little larger quilt. And those, you know, take a little bit more time. If I sit down and sewed for 8 hours, I could probably get one of the large quilts done in a couple days, you know. But that's not how I do it. I get about an hour to 2 hours on each quilt, each thing I'm doing a week. And a lot of times that is what you see. Now, when I am sewing, I normally only record, and now I've said this multiple times, multiple times. And I know some people are probably tired of hearing it, but I will record most of the time no longer than 2 hours to bring you a video. Well, after I edit that video and while it's exporting and uploading and all the good stuff, I'll continue to sew or press or something. So, you know, I get just a little bit, maybe about 3 hours. So that is why it takes me a little while to get a quilt done. I guess I could just sit down and try to do a quilt all in a week, which I know I could get one done. So guys, I have the first triangle on our flying geese. So now we are going to start with the second one. And when I press this, I just set my iron on top of it. I do not move my iron because I do not want it stretching this fabric. But I'm also looking at this to see how do I want. I line it up across the bottom here in the side. I'm going to see if it's going to take the same, okay, or if I need to sew it from the other side. Because sometimes that seam is hard to get under there. Yeah, it kind of corkscrews it just a little bit. But I think after this first one, it should be okay. Because I can always help it out a little bit after that first one. But anyway, when I press, I just lay my iron on it. And y'all, I know I've told y'all a while back, I got the Aliso M3 Pro, I think that's what it's called. It's the smaller Aliso. I don't know if I've just been using bad irons my whole life. But my goodness, that thing. Okay, I'm going to have to start sewing it from the other side. Because that just, it's not going to work going that direction. And that's okay. I can just flip it over. But this Aliso M3 Pro is fabulous. Just absolutely fabulous. I love this thing. It makes pressing a dream. I set it on the steam function, which of course is the highest function, but I do not have water in it, so I don't have the steamer set on. It's not cut on. But that I do spray everything I do with Best Press. And I will have these items linked down in the description if you would like me to link them. I'll have those links down there. I'll link the Best Press. I will link the iron for you so you can check it out if you want to. All the links will be in the description. Anything that I use that I really like, you will find in the description. I keep watching to see if there's any kind of discounts on that Aliso because y'all, it is a fabulous iron. I love it. And I am not sponsored. I am not an affiliate for Aliso. I am just a passionate user of their product. And I love it. I do not put my name on products. that I do not like, I do not use. If you see a link on my page for anything, it is because I use it. And if I like it, that link will probably stay on my page for a really long time, because if I like it, I want to keep referring people to it. And two things that I absolutely could not say without. Best press. My Aliso iron. And a third and fourth thing, my friction pen and my Gypsy Quilter seam ripper. Yeah, those are the things I can't make it without. And I don't know, that Martelli rotary cutter is getting pretty high up on that list too. Thanks to Tammy, I watched her use that thing so much on her channel. Tammy is the Siberian Wind. She uses the Martelli that I just thought, man, and I mentioned it to my husband because I had hand problems. And so he ordered me one, and it came in, and it's this little thing right here. Let me make sure it's closed. Y'all, that is phenomenal as well. It saves your wrist. I have had bilateral carpal tunnel surgery. In other words, I've had carpal tunnel surgery on both of my hands, or carpal tunnel release surgery. And they tell you when you have it, you will end up having arthritis. Well, yeah, I do. And sometimes it's hard. It is very hard to hold the straight rotary cutters. But this Martelli, oh my goodness, y'all, it is a game changer for sure. And we are almost done with all of our flying geese here. And we're only at 48 minutes, which is not bad. Once I get the rest of these flying geese completed, I will go ahead and press this triangle out. And y'all, if you are looking for a tutorial on this, I believe Cotton Cuts puts, I don't know if they do a live, but even if they do, you can go back and watch the replay. I don't know if they do it on Sewing These, because I don't ever get to catch their lives. And those are the lives I like to catch them, you know, while they're going on. And I think they do them while I'm at work. Well, I'm pretty certain they do. Like I said, I had one come across earlier today, and I just looked at it real quick, and I saw it was Cotton Cuts, and I'm like, oh, I'm missing another one. And guys, just like this, we have all of our flying geese completed. So now what we will do is we will connect 3 of the flying geese and make 4 units. Now, I am not a good flying geese person, you know, construction person, but it appears that these always seem to turn out fairly well. Now, my problem with flying geese is I always have a tendency of nearly cutting that peak off, and I try to slow down at that peak so I don't cut it off. So I know I only need 4 units, so I'm only going to do 4 sets of 2s right here, making sure they're attached correctly. Yes, I guess it doesn't matter, because if I attach them on the other side, it'll still be correct. I'm watching that peak on that flying geese to make sure, and it looks like I'm like right there at it. So that is 2, and we're working on our 3rd one here. And guys, we are getting close to our hour, which is not bad because that's pressing and everything. And you know, sometimes it takes a little second to get some pressing done. So this is our 3rd unit, and after we get this one done, then we will piece the individual pieces together, like the 2 long rectangular pieces and the flying geese unit. We'll piece those together, and then we will be done with clue number 3. I'm so happy to be able to be bringing you guys more sewing videos now. It seems like this week was just a week of unboxings. I don't like weeks like that, but I don't like to let my boxes pile up. My subscription boxes, I like to go on and get them open just in case there's a project that I want to do. So I'm going to check these and make sure I've got all 4 of them good. So now what we are going to do is start adding our 3rd flying geese. Yeah, these colors are so pretty. Just so pretty. I just absolutely love them. I just thought about this. It is pretty late. Yeah, it's almost 11:30, and I think my husband fell asleep in his office because I could kind of hear him snoring in there a little minute ago. And I don't think he let our little Lucy in. She was outside, and if you don't let her in by a certain time, she starts chasing frogs, y'all. It's about 11:30, but I wanted to get this done because I've got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. It seems like I have lots and lots of stuff to do here lately, when all I want to do is sew. That's all I want to do is sew. Do y'all ever have days like that? That's just about every day for me now. I just want to sew. Because it's so much fun just sewing. I'm hoping I have a moment to go to my favorite quilt store tomorrow just to feel the fabrics. I may buy something too, but I don't really need anything, so I may not, because I need to get doing what I'm doing. I don't know, I may need to pick out a backing for something. I need to check and make sure. Because I do know that I have that jelly roll quilt that I did, the Unchained Gelity, but I think I have some of that blue that I can back that with. So I have some of that in my stash, but I do need to get, I need to get some Cuddle Soft or Minky for, and that's something else I meant to tell y'all. When we were in Jefferson, no, we were on our way back. We were in Shreveport, I think. We went to their Target, which is a super Target. Fabulous. We don't have a super Target here. I mean, they got groceries and everything in theirs. We have a little food section, but it's not grocery wise. I mean, if you just in a pinch and need something, yeah, it's good. It's okay to go there. But this one had a lot of stuff. But we went to their Michael's. Y'all, they had Minky. They had rows and rows of fabrics. It was fabulous. But I didn't buy any, because I think I have plenty fabric right now for what I've got. And I do have a pattern I will be testing out for Andrea with Mama J. That's what y'all may know her as. So I need to, I may pull some fabrics out of my stash for that. But I don't know. I don't know what I have, but I will have to look and see, and that's part of what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll be right back after I press. All right, friends, we are now an hour and 10 minutes in. We've got all of our units completed in order to start assembling our block. So what we are doing, let me get all my pieces turned the correct direction here. We will take, now of course we are going to have a seam that does nest, hopefully. Now of course I pinned on the opposite side than what I'm sewing, but that is because I would have had to have sewn from the opposite direction, and I may try that next. So that is our first one. I'm going to try sewing it from the top side this time. I'll just have to start sewing it from the bottom end of it. And that may actually be easier. I don't know. That's why I don't have anything that I think would give it any kind of problem to sew it from the end. And normally you would sew it like that if you had some kind of different fabric or something. You would want that on top to not get caught in those feed dogs in the bottom. And what I do is I feel the seam and I hold it in place, you know, as I'm just going. And a lot of y'all have been sewing for a really long time, and y'all know this. We're just sewing together tonight. Now, I almost have all four with the left unit on. And it's pretty self-explanatory. I will bring you guys back once I have all of the side units on, and y'all will be able to see what this looks like completed. Well, friends, it is not even an hour and a half yet, and we have completed our Clue 3 of the 2024 Fall Puzzle Mystery Quilt, the Wild West. Now, y'all, look at these colors. Are those just not absolutely stunning? Beautiful colors. So, guys, thank you so much for coming along with me today. I hope you got a little bit of sewing in this evening. I really like this Puzzle Mystery Quilt. I love these colors. I love the pinks and the creams and the greens. I just love it all. So if you've not yet, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Goodbye.